Alright, it's our second to the last one of our second to the last section. This is number 49 of 60, and this is the big one. This is the ultimate live album from Elvis's career. If you set aside the 60th comeback special, this is the one that everyone remembers. Because this was huge at the time. And it's Aloha from Hawaii. The neat thing is that they did include the insert with the reverse photo. It has an advertisement on the inside of the insert for the Madison Square Garden album. This album, there's a whole story behind how this came about and how the album came about that is, it should be told more than it is as far as music history is concerned. Because the turnaround on this album, like, it was shown on TV and then, like, it was released, like, within a couple weeks. That's how quickly this album got put out. Which is in fact why this picture of Elvis is actually not from the special. As far as the album is concerned, this is this might be blasphemy to say it's kind of a weak show. It's important historically, and there are certainly very, very strong performances, and very memorable performances. Elvis's version of Something, which is track 4 on. I love that they've recreated the quadra-disc artwork on the labels for. Let's get it to focus. But there are certainly memorable tracks on this album, but if you actually sit down and listen to it, without the visuals to accompany it from the show, to me it's always kind of sounded very tired, particularly on songs like Steamroller Blues, which I've never found as fun or groovy as I should. And it wasn't until the remake of it on If I Can Dream with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra that I finally kind of got the appeal of that song. And then now that I've gone back and listened to it on this version, I actually quite like Steamroller Blues, but I for the longest time did not find it particularly appealing on this because it always felt very tired. Not necessarily Elvis, but I think the band sounds like they're kind of worn out. And maybe it's not that. Maybe it might be stress. Maybe they could all very well have been on the edge of their seats as much as everyone else was, because this was unprecedented. And so for historical, like, history's sake, this is a phenomenal release. It was a phenomenal TV show. But it really is better served watching the show when you can actually see Elvis, when you can actually see the crowds, and you can actually see the band. Even though they did the gimmicky multi-screen editing to make it look more frantic and frenetic and energetic than it really was, it was way more effective on film than I think it was on album. And I do like this album, but I don't think it is as good as an album compared to as a TV show. Which was kind of interesting to actually, when I sat down and started thinking about what I wanted to say about this album in particular. I know that opinion might not be particularly popular, that it's maybe not that great of a show. But I think that there are other better performances. Particularly in the movie On Tour, which doesn't have a soundtrack album. I think almost all the songs that are doubled up from that movie and this TV special are done better in Elvis On Tour. particularly Burning Love. And Burning Love is an iconic song from this special. But, I don't know, I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings about Aloha from Hawaii. But I absolutely respect it for where it stands in his career and how significant it was for the whole of the music industry, absolutely. So, alright, that's Aloha from Hawaii.